Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, do not forget to subscribe before you leave this channel, my channel. I'm Heather, this is my channel, Nora, Lynda. Today's video is books I read in the month of January 2018. Yeah, so I only read 6 books in January. 6 books is a lot for me to read in 1 month. If you have watched my videos before, you probably know I'm not that strong of a reader, but I do love reading. I read 6 books. I'm just going to tell you what books and the description of the books. So the first book that I've read is Party Games by R.L. Stine. So Party Games, if you did not know, is the first book of the Fear Street relaunch that R.L. Stine wrote. You guys know that I am a fan of the Fear Street books. I've been reading them for years, and I love them. They give me that thrill that I like, and in such a little book, a good, fast read. So this one was actually not thin. This book was not thin. It was almost 300 pages. It was probably an average size book. It was not like super thick, but it was not like the real thin regular Fear Street books. Party Games is about this girl named Rachel who gets invited to Brendan Fear's birthday party, and she has a crush on Brendan, and he is a Fear, so he is having his birthday party on the Fear Island. He plans really big like games for his birthday parties every year. So why is this one any different, right? But as they go do the game he has planned, the guests of the party start to get murdered. The party guests all are trapped on the island. They can't get a hold of the police. They can't go anywhere. So they're pretty much just left there with dead bodies and a crazy murderer on the loose. It's like cold outside, so they can't like swim the lake. The second book that I've read is Blood Promise by Rochelle Mead. It is the 4th book of the Vampire Academy series. You guys know on this channel I do not spoil any book for the people who have not read the series, so I'm only going to tell you what book 1 is about so I don't spoil anything for you guys. But if you want me to do a spoiler review video for any book that I read, just comment below and say, I want a review on so-and-so book. And I will definitely do that for you. But Vampire Academy is about 2 best friends, Lissa and Rose. Their souls are bounded together. Lissa is a Maroi vampire, which means she is like one of the good vampires. Rose is a Zephyr, which means she is half vampire, half human. Zephyrs guard and protect Maroi from bad vampires called Strigoi. It's about Rose protecting Lissa. In the beginning of the book, Rose and Lissa are living on their own, and they get dragged back to St. Vladimir's, which is the school for them because they are just teenagers. From there, the rest of the book, they are dealing with rumors why they left and everything, catching up on their schoolwork. And then the Maroi have special abilities with like the elements. So like with water, with air, with fire, and all that. But Lissa has a special one called Spirit, so you find out that and what it's about. Then Lissa gets kidnapped. Rose has to go and try to save her. I love the series. Definitely recommend the whole series so far. I'm almost done with it. To anybody who wants to read it, it's such a good one. But yeah, so that's what Vampire Academy is about. Again, I read Blood Promise. The third book I read is Every Heart a Doorway by Shannon McGuire. It is book 1 of the Wayward Children series. It's about this girl named Nancy. She has just come back from a different realm and nobody really understands her. They kind of all just think she went insane, so she is sent to this boarding school where she meets other people that have been in the same situation she has been in and are in the boarding school because they have come out of different realms, like Little Red Riding Hood, like the Chronicles of Narnia, like those type stories. The children from there, after it, they come back from the realm. They end up at a boarding school where Miss West, she takes care of them. One day while Nancy is there, people start getting murdered. They have to figure out who the murderer is, deal with the fact that they are not in their happy place. I would recommend reading that one. It would not be hard to get through. But there are some really random, inappropriate things in the book that I feel like didn't have to be in the book. Like random cussing. I mean, I guess that is how teenagers act. I just kind of feel like it was very, just shoved in there and didn't really have a purpose. But other than that, good book. If you want me to do a review, again, leave me a comment. The fourth book that I read is The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks. The Notebook is told by Noah. He's an elderly man who has wrote down his memories of him and his wife's life together, how they fell in love, and all their memories, and reads them to her to bring her back into her mindset where she can remember who he is because she has Alzheimer's. It's just pretty much him reading about their life and about him dealing with his health and her health. That's a pretty good book if you like romance novels. If you like Nicholas Sparks books, I would say yeah, I recommend you reading it. Otherwise, if you are reading it like me because you love the movie, don't read it. Don't read it. It was a pretty good book, but the movie is better. The fifth book that I read is Spiritbound, which is book 5 of the Vampire Academy series. I already told you what Vampire Academy is about. So, yeah, I read the 5th one as well. There's only 6 books in the series. I'm pretty sure. So I will be probably reading that one pretty soon. So I can be done with the series. And that is one of my goals, is to be done with as many series as I can get through this year. I want to know the endings. I just want to be done and know the endings so I can move on and read other and different series. The last book that I read is The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman. That is the book that the book club I'm in chose. Yeah, I'll have all the information about the book club down in the description, so you guys can join if you're interested in doing so. I've told you guys so many times about the book club. So if you don't know what book club I'm in by now, then you obviously need to watch my other videos. The Golden Compass is book 1 of his Dark Materials series. The Golden Compass is about this girl named Lyra, and she lives in a world where your soul is an animal and it walks next to you or near you, and they are called demons. She lives at Jordan College, which is a part of Oxford University. She has an uncle, Azrael. Her best friend goes missing and he is kidnapped. There are kidnappers called the Gobblers that take children, and nobody knows what happens to them, but they know it is not a good thing. Lyra goes off and tries to rescue her best friend, and she runs into a lot of different characters, and she figures out some things. So she runs into the Egyptians, which are pretty much pirates. They try to go and help the children, try to get the children back. A lot of their children are missing. So that's, and they want to know why the children are going missing. And they know that it has to do with something called dust, but they don't know what dust is or what it has to do with their children. And then she meets a bear. The polar bears in this are also just like, they're pretty much people, only they're bears. Yeah, they just try to get the children back, know why the children were taken, defeat the bad guys, pretty much. There are some dark things in the book. By dark, I mean there are pretty gory parts of the book. Yeah, they don't sugarcoat it. It is a slow book. It is slow paced. It's not one that you can instantly get into. You want a complex children's slow, mysterious fantasy read, I would recommend that book. Yeah, that's all the books I read. Yeah, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave me some comments, think positive thoughts always. Bye.